say some days you're gonna win. You say some days you're gonna lose. I tell you, I got news for you. You're losing all the time, you never win. No. If you believe that's how it's gonna be, I better put you down. Get up, you take your up, you come right on the ground. You gotta save me now. You better turn around. And I looked around. I was heading down. On somebody throw me down the line. This is some days you gotta give. This is some days you gotta take. That's the way it's gotta be. Roll it over and you will see. The city streets are full of people going nowhere, making time. The change from night to day is really only out just along the line. Can't you see the sign? When I looked around, I was heading down. Won't somebody throw me down the line?
We are halfway through the week. The 5th day of November falls on this Wednesday, and we got a good show for all of you. Coming up in a few short minutes, Sara McGibany joins us from Alton Main Street. She'll be filling us in on the latest, including some really cool events and how Alton Main Street is getting ready to celebrate Small Business Saturday and so much more. 1010, that's for Lacy McDonald. She'll join us and take us back 100 years ago. And really excited to talk with her. Always a great time to have Lacy in the studio and just hang out for a bit and relax and talk about her article, which has really just been a great addition to the platform. That happens every Wednesday at 10:10. Then at 10:35 today, we are going to be talking to Mary Jo at the Grafton Chamber for the Grafton Country Music Festival and getting all the details ahead of this weekend. A great event planned and going to be a fun one to talk about. In the meantime, let's dive right into news. Here's what you need to know. Make sure you download that riverBender.com app today and you'll never miss out. You can join myself and thousands of people that are in the know each and every day with that app. And when you download and when you sign up for Around the Riverbend, that daily email update, you'll be a part of a list that has 80,000 plus. And this is where you really get your daily dose of local news, classified sports. It's really your news brief as you start your morning each and every day. We will take you to Wood River first. This was a story that we covered extensively yesterday afternoon. That two-vehicle crash at the intersection of Illinois Route 111 and Memorial Lane in Wood River did result in multiple injuries. A mother and her two children were involved, with the mother and one child airlifted to a St. Louis area hospital due to their injuries. The other child only sustained minor injuries. The other driver, an older male, was also taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Wood River Police Chief Brad Wells reported the incident yesterday afternoon and confirmed that the investigation into this crash is currently ongoing. We will keep you updated if more details do emerge. Also in Wood River, in city government, Wood River is moving forward with a new Heater's Chicken location after the city council did vote 4-1 to approve a $400,000 TIF agreement. The proposed site at 316 East Ferguson will include a 2-lane drive-through, small indoor and outdoor seating, and a food truck hub. Concerns were raised about the drive-through exit and incomplete design plans, but the final design will require future council approval. The city will reimburse up to $400,000 paid over 10 years in $40,000 installments only after that project is completed. Councilman Bill Detmers was the sole dissenting vote. Two men from Alton are facing felony charges following separate high-speed chases. This is part of our blotter section. Richard Adkins, 52, allegedly fled from officers on October the 27th, reaching speeds of 100 miles an hour and causing extensive damage to 3 police vehicles. He faces multiple felony counts, included aggravated fleeing and criminal damage to government property. He currently remains in the Madison County Jail. In a separate incident on August the 15th, Adam Bridges, 42 years of age, fled police at over 21 miles above the speed limit posted and was charged with aggravated fleeing. Bridges had previous convictions for similar offenses and was ordered held without pretrial release. Both of those cases currently under prosecution. We will keep you updated again through that roundup that Dalton Brown does every day. In Madison County, County Clerk Linda Andreas has initiated a new process using data from Coroner Nick Novicich's office to promptly remove deceased residents from voter registration rolls. Here's what we know on the new initiative. The collaboration enhances election integrity by ensuring voter lists are accurate and up to date. By reviewing death records from 2023 to 2025, Andreas identified over 100 deceased individuals still on the rolls in 2024 alone. Monthly reports from the coroner's office now aid in swift updates. The public is encouraged to assist by submitting obituaries or death certificates. These efforts help maintain fair elections, proper ballot distribution, and reduce polling inefficiencies. Again, that full write-up with all of those details on that initiative, it's at riverBender.com /news. St. Clair County is hosting a food drive to aid airmen and civilian staff at Scott Air Force Base who face financial challenges due to the ongoing government shutdown. This was organized by the county's Department of Military Affairs alongside the 375th Air Mobility Wing's First Sergeants Council and Chiefs Group. The initiative aims to stock the Airmen and Family Readiness Center's temporary food bank. Donations of non-perishable foods, personal care items, household goods, baby essentials, and pet food are being accepted at Scott Field Heritage Air Park from Tuesday through Thursday from 3 to 6 p.m. Community support is crucial during this difficult time. You can see more details on items that are accepted at that article at riverbender.com, again, in that news section. Finally, in the news today, as winter approaches and that recent government shutdown impacts food assistance, Worden's businesses and community groups have come together to support the local food pantry that was established by the Worden Methodist Church. Located at 103 South Lincoln Street, the pantry has seen a surge in visits since mid-October due to colder weather, rising grocery prices, and the end of garden season. To meet increased demand, partnerships with the Worden Public Library, the Yellow Dog Cafe and Bar, and the Rustic Grill and Tavern have been formed to collect non-perishable foods and essential items. Donations are accepted at these locations through Christmas, December the 25th, helping neighbors support one another during this holiday season. At 9:12, let's take a look at weather. 61 degrees in downtown Alton. It's warmer than yesterday, that's for sure. Feels like 61 out there, but humidity's still up at 70%. Today, breezy and pleasant with plenty of sunshine, and tonight, clear and chilly. Air quality at 40, which is good, but mold counts are up over yesterday. They're right at 5,100, still in the low category. Other than that, the pollen indexes look pretty good. Temperatures reached 68 degrees today, dropped down to 33 overnight as we head into Thursday. On Thursday, a high of 65, a low of 53. On Friday, that's when we will see some rain. We do have more of an update for you. That rain will come through with a passing shower on Friday morning, and then by Friday night, that should clear out into Saturday. On Friday, a high of 69, a low of 41. On Saturday, a high of 61, a low of 36 degrees, but they are calling for now a shower in the afternoon. On Sunday, a 50% chance of rain, a high of 40, and get this, a low of 25 degrees. That'll be the coldest so far. That's a look at the next 5. Here's what's happening now. 61 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 61 out there for time and temperature throughout the day. 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back, Rehab, Recover, Return Home. And, you can also stay up to date in real time all the time by downloading that riverBender.com app that I tell you about each and every day. This show is on the air. Before we take a quick break, wanted to fill you in. Coming up in just a couple of days, in 9 days to be exact, we just had Adam on the show, the grand opening of Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu. This is going to be really cool. It's right there at 2716 Corner Court in Alton. And what I think's amazing about this, we're talking about a grand opening. We're talking about giveaways that include huge 65-inch flat screen TVs. Oh yeah, PlayStation 5, you got it. What about a $500 gift card? That's a great way to start your holiday season. Live music by Levi and McAtee. They're great. They're part of Porch Cafe and just do a wonderful job acoustically. It's going to be one you don't want to miss. Plus, food from Riviera Maya. And what I think's really cool is they're having Sip Mobile Bar come in, and you got drinks and cocktails right there at 2716 Corner Court. It's right behind the old Halpin Music Building. It runs from 4 to 8 p.m. that Friday, November the 14th at Alton Elite Jiu-Jitsu. Celebrate their grand opening, and don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and chat it up on this Wednesday right after this. riverBender.com, Roku TV.
One look at you and I can't disguise. I've got hungry eyes. I feel the magic between you and I.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job. There's nothing holding me back anymore.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on riverBender.com.
What I like about you, you hold me tight. Tell me I'm the only one. Wanna come over tonight? Yeah. Keep on whispering in my ear. Tell me all the things that I wanna hear, 'cause it's true. That's what I like about you. What I like about you.
Back Daily Show. Hey, wanted to fill you in before we talk to Sara. She's coming on the show in a couple of minutes. But, I wanted to fill you in on this thing they're doing out of Godfrey. I think it's so cool. And I feel like as much as I complain about, and not necessarily Godfrey because they're doing great things, but when I talk about, local issues that I think are on my mind, I feel like I at least owe it to talk about the good too. And, in Godfrey, they're doing this really cool thing called Good Neighbors. And it happened once again, as Godfrey officials awarded several good neighbors at Tuesday's Financial Committee meeting. So here's what happened. Trustee Sarah Woodman proudly presented the latest Good Neighbor Award to the Lewis and Clark Community College Building Futures Youth Build program. I love this program. 11 students in the program, get this, they helped design and build a lot of the obstacles in the Max Hines Memorial Dog Park in Glazebrook. It's really cool stuff if you haven't been able to stop out there yet. Woodman said the program serves out-of-school youth ages 16 to 24 and is designed to help these students earn their GED credentials while gaining real-world experience and developing construction and leadership skills. In addition to the students' hard work, Woodman said that Max Hines Memorial Dog Park would not have been possible without those generous contributions of Beth Hines and the Hines family, and she also thanks Lynn Campbell for her role in bringing the project to life through local collaboration. So this is what I think is really cool. As she explained throughout that process when she bestowed those awards, Campbell informed her father, LCC Board of Trustees Chair Dwight Wirtz, about the dog park after she and Hines discussed getting the college involved in some way. And Wirtz, knowing the capability of the school's workforce training program at the Scott Bibb Center, asked if she had a project in mind for the students to work on, paving the way for the dog park obstacle project, which really just turned out to be such a success. Each student worked on an individual obstacle, including design, material requirements, construction, and installation. Woodman said some of the obstacles have already been installed in the large section of the dog park, with the remaining obstacles to be installed in the smaller portion of the park by Thanksgiving. That's really cool. Woodman added that due to the hard work of these 11 youth build students and everyone involved in the dog park's creation, Glazebrook Park is now a very well-equipped facility for our four-legged friends. That's what she had to say. A full recording of that November 4th Finance Committee, it's also available for all of you to view at riverBender.com/video. A quick break. We'll come back with Sara McGibany next.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on riverBender.com.
Then that time I went and said goodbye. Now I'm back and not ashamed to cry. Ooh, baby.
9:23. Sara McGibany back in the studio. How's life treating you?
Great.
Well, you know, it's really exciting because Alton Main Street season really never stops. And, well, it's great for us. Probably busy for you, you know?
Thankfully, our busiest season is winding down a little bit, but we are definitely here to remind everybody to think local first as they start checking people off their holiday gift list.
Well, and, you know, Small Business Saturday is going to be a big deal. And now with Green Gift Bazaar kind of, you know, taking a little bit of a rest and going to be ended for the time being. And is it done officially?
Yeah, I believe so. There really, when we brought Green Gift Bazaar downtown, there were very few and far between type of vendor markets, but now it seems like just about everybody is doing those type of things. So rather than be redundant, we figured we would just kind of pass it off to the folks downtown that were doing, you know, big vendor events like that at their establishments, and we're going to focus our promotional, you know, energy on our brick and mortar. So we are going to be putting together a great program. We've done this this every year for the past 6 or 7 years, where all of the Small Business Saturday offers are going to be on one publication that's got a map and all of the explanations on what everybody's offering for the occasion. You can pick those up in any participating locations the week leading up to Small Business Saturday, and everybody always goes all out with refreshments and discounts and activities in the store. It's just a really good day to, don't just forget about Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Let's focus all of our energy on local this year.
Absolutely. Well, and honestly, a lot of businesses are, not only contributing so much back, whether it's local events or volunteer time or you name it, it's both. But they're also facing the same struggles as a lot of mom and pops are. This, especially this time of year, and especially just the time period we're in, and it's one of those things where we really need to think about, because Jeff Bezos isn't going down and sponsoring the Ladybugs at Alton Park and Rec.
Amen. Exactly. Amazon is not going to miss your orders this year if you decide to just put a little extra effort in. And honestly, convenience is not always king. When you are wanting to build a community that you want to live in, you want to have those little mom and pop shops. So, think Funky Planet for any toy under the sun on the kids on your gift list. Or,
100%.
We've got wonderful, jewelry or, gift certificates to restaurants are always a perfect gift. Just think local first. It's not difficult.
Well, and it's not going to be something you have to worry about, cousin, Johnny getting the same gift for grandma that you got her,
Exactly. Or watching your mailbox, making sure that the package is going to get here in time, stuff like that. Just walk right out with it and make a shop owner's day.
My conspiracy is that Ring was providing the porch pirates, if that's what we were calling them. I think that they wanted security systems sold, so they hired these, people to go.
That is actually, wouldn't surprise me.
One thing I think is awesome is you've always, especially like you just said, the last couple of years, last 6 or 7, put all that together in one map, and it just keeps growing, where you can go to downtownalton.com and see all the events, and you can see all the different businesses and each different section of business too that fits what you need. But also is the fact that coming up, these night markets, or not night markets, First Fridays are the perfect way really to kind of end the year, and it's always in such a really cool setting, and it's great to see all the community come together when the weather gets colder.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a lot of people do mention to us that, they work 9 to 5s, and the majority of the shops downtown do close at 5. So we really like to give this opportunity to do a little extended hours for people who might not have been able to pop into the brand new shops that they haven't caught yet and things like that. And it's really convenient to be able to park one time and hop on the continuous shuttle that runs a loop between all 20 locations all night long.
You have no excuses for the weather.
Exactly.
It's taken care of. You just get on the shuttle and you're good to go. Well, and too, I think it's such a really cool thing especially if you plan it. Even if you do one night, I think if you do all 3, or because there's 3,
it's a series of 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you could do all the shopping though ahead of time and just make it almost like your week date night. Just for that first Friday of the month. Plan on that to start your early Christmas shopping, to visit some of the shops, and then get a little bit of a precursor to what's to come on Small Business Saturday too.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a really fun night to grab a few friends and make a night of it. We've got different locations that are offering live music and drink specials, so it definitely could be a night out on the town and pop into a number of shops and just get a lay of the land. You would be really surprised. Over the past couple of years, we've had 10 new businesses, retailers open up downtown. So keep always trying to beat the drum and remind everybody that we're more than just an entertainment district down here. There's services, there's shops, there's something for everybody.
Well, you're right, and because so many times all you hear is, well, it's just bars, and that's just so not true.
Agreed. Yeah.
And it's not, and I hate to sound so I guess rude, but it's not. Our businesses aren't the typical businesses that you would see in a Midwestern town. Not saying those are bad things, but we have really cool and unique and innovative retail spots. Like, Funky Planet. Not every town has a Funky Planet, gift or toy shop, and not every planet or town has all these really cool boutiques. And a mom said no. So we have these really cool features that you don't see anywhere else.
Oh, that's so true. We all used to have to drive over to Sunshine Daydream in U-City to get some of the stuff that Fred has in his shop in Mississippi Hippie, and now these guys get to have this right here in Alton. It's incredible.
It's really cool. And honestly, it's going to be a night that is really fun for families to be a part of. What time does First Friday start?
It goes from 5 until 8 p.m.
Perfect. And now, is there a good starting point
Oh, we always tell people Flock is a great starting point. They are offering gift card specials and specials off their lemonade. So, yeah, you can park right there in their big lot, and that's a great place to catch the shuttle.
Really cool. Before we take a quick break, we'll come back and talk more. I wanted to just tease the fact that we are going to be talking about the Christmas tree lighting. It's November 5th. Every store, starting October 20th, shifted to Christmas mode. I think that Halloween just got phased out early this year, which was weird. We forgot Thanksgiving existed, but Alton is ready for its tradition, and that's on Friday, November the 22nd. This is always so much fun.
Oh, the tree lighting, yeah, it's one of my favorite things of the year. We've packed Lincoln Douglas Square with all kinds of smiling faces, and it's just a really great way to kick off the holiday season.
We'll just hope it's not too cold.
Really?
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, talk about the tree lighting. We'll also come back and talk about First Fridays. We'll be back with more after this.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
When you need a project done right, on budget, and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on riverBender.com.
Welcome back, Daily Show, 9:33, and Sarah, we were just talking during the break, and it's so cool to see all these businesses doing just great things. We were just talking, actually, I was to Melissa at Honeybee, who I think has one of the coolest stores.
It really is.
And there's so many, great stores like Honeybee, but it's just what I think's cool is all the passion that everyone has just for the Main Street district and for the goal of what Main Street's about too. I think that's really cool, and supporting one another is what I mean too, where it's not like, hey, just come to my store. See you later. Here's my Facebook post. It's come to my store and I'm going to send you to 3 other people whenever you get done with me. And I think that's really cool. And that's what Melissa and I were talking about. It's something that just kind of stuck with me the last couple of weeks, where it's just kind of that community where it's, spread the love and make sure everyone gets to meet everyone that comes across the bridge or is in downtown for the afternoon.
Yeah, that's so true. It really feels like everybody is pulling in the same direction these days. People don't feel like one another are competitors. Everybody is just of the mind that, it's better if everybody collaborates. And you're absolutely right. We're constantly seeing business owners promoting their neighbors and, if you're shopping here and you're looking for lunch,
Right.
We've actually created a great rack card that has a QR code to our entire business directory, and the shop owners have found that super helpful because they can give people options for lunch, and then our website gives them a GPS map right to where they're going. And so we're really trying to make it as easy as possible that once people are in the district, we keep them here and circulate them around, make sure they have a meal, things like that.
This is so cool. And I just think it's really great to see you guys just keep growing and finding innovative ways to, make sure people are aware of all the really cool folks that are in the downtown district. So on First Fridays, Jacoby's Fine Violins, they're actually going to have some performers too.
Yeah, he's lining up house concerts
That'll
for
be cool.
First Fridays. And this month, it is actually Neil and Gerard from the Mighty Pines, which is a very popular band in St. Louis. They're going to do a little stripped-down version of violin, mandolin, things like that in the studio. So that'll start at 7 o'clock, and I think he's going to run a little bit longer than First Fridays. He said he's going to keep the party going until 8:30 or 9. So
that's
definitely
awesome.
Stop into Jacoby Fine Violins. It's an incredibly beautiful shop, and Chris is the nicest guy, and it's a great example of somebody who chose to come to Alton and move here and bring their business here from the East Coast. And that is just incredible when you hear stories like that we have so much going on here that the momentum is attracting people to actually relocate.
That's so true. And, I was actually I was hosting Metro East Humane Society's gala and auction last year, or actually it was, almost last year, it was March. And that was the conversation, was just all of the really cool people that have moved into the area recently that are, really adding some just really great features and assets to the community too. It's so awesome to have that. And whether it's like filmmakers or musicians or business owners or artists, we have a really cool, almost mini renaissance in a way. It's kind of awesome.
Yeah, there has been a surge. I mean, it has been happening over the past decade.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Post-COVID, I really should publish a list of all the businesses that have opened up post-COVID because we are experiencing a boom downtown. We hear, comments in news articles and stuff about how downtown's on the decline and it's dying. I'm here to tell you that is absolutely the opposite of what is happening. We are having a resurgence. There is a new business that opens up every couple of months down here in the district. And for a district that's only like, a mile or so long, that's a lot of business activity.
Right. Well, and the thing is, too, it's all about the message you send, and to me, it's all branding. So the more we hear and see, don't go to downtown or don't do this, then the more it's going to become, the reality of it. So we have to find, when there's a lot of good to find in the downtown district, so just highlight those positive features. And I wish that all of us would do that as a community more, because that's what we're showcasing to everyone else coming in,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as we're talking offline, I know a lot of Main Street directors all around the state and all around the country. They would give anything to have our entertainment district with 10 bars within walking distance of each other and a quality nightlife scene. So that is definitely what downtown is known for. But my gosh, we're so much more than bars. There's all kinds of services, all kinds of retail. Definitely give it another look. If you haven't just strolled Main Street, lately, walk down Broadway and check out all the new places and all of your familiar favorites. There are people that have been in business for 20, 30 years, sometimes 40 years,
right.
Country Meadows Antiques,
Right.
So, and, the people that have based their entire livelihood and poured their heart and soul into downtown for generations. And now the newcomers are seeing the momentum of the ball rolling down the hill, and they're wanting to jump on too. Funky Planet's another great example.
That is true.
They traveled around the entire United States looking for their forever home. And of all the places on earth they could have picked, they chose Alton to open their cool shop. So, we are really getting somewhere. Don't let the naysayers get in your ear about that.
No, and just come see it for yourself on First Fridays,
Exactly. It's a great showcase of everything we have to offer.
And this runs 5 to 8 p.m.?
That's correct. And it is the first Friday of October, November, and December. So if you happen to have plans this Friday, you can catch one more on the first Friday in December.
Really cool. And just make sure you go out there and you're a part of it. And also mark your calendars for Friday, November the 22nd for the Christmas tree lighting at Lincoln Douglas Square. This is such a fun night for the family, and it's 5:30 to, around 7:30?
It really just depends on the temperature as to how long the event lasts. But yeah, it is always held on the Friday before Thanksgiving. So that is November 21st this year. The crowd starts assembling around 5:30. We have the Girl Scouts singing Christmas carols, things like that. Santa Claus gets there at 6 o'clock. We'll have a brief program. The Rotary president speaks. They're the ones who provide our beautiful tree. We've got the Salvation Army that kicks off their Tree of Lights campaign. So they will have their chair people there to say a few words about giving back over the course of the season. And then, of course, we have Mayor Goins, who does the countdown with the kids and flips the light on our beautiful tree. And and then we have some cookies and cocoa and wrap it on up by 7 or so.
That's for sure. And if you're watching the broadcast, we might wrap it up a little bit sooner, just depending on how cold it is. But you know what I think, though? We've gotten blessed, though. Was last year warmer? Or where was one year where it was
a couple years
freezing
ago, it was no good. Yeah. It was about a 30-minute ceremony, and we were in and out.
But what I think still amazing about this is, all the kids still have fun. It could be 15 degrees, but they're still waiting in line to see Santa, and, they'll be darned if they're missing out on that opportunity.
That's true. Just bundle up and come on down. Shivering is part of the fun.
And then also another good thing to note is that What's Up Downtown is moving to the Wedge building.
That's right. Yeah, we moved that event around from time to time, and the Wedge asked if we would be interested in having it in their lobby on November 18th.
Perfect.
So we thought, well, let's go ahead and give that a try. So yeah, we are going to have a bunch of featured speakers. That's a good opportunity to hear right from the horse's mouth everything that is new and exciting downtown. So we do encourage all downtown enthusiasts and especially downtown business owners to come and report out and let us know what you have going on.
Absolutely. Oh, one more thing about the Christmas tree lighting, and I know we'll write about this, but make sure you bring some non-perishable food items so you can create the biggest castle of cans yet.
Yes, that's a fun thing we've been doing for many years. Right there at the foot of the Lincoln and Douglas statues, we have volunteers posted up, and any canned goods or non-perishables you would like to bring, we craft that into a gigantic castle of cans that sits right at the foot of the statues, and that all goes to the food pantry at the Salvation Army at the end of the night.
I just love it. It's such a great night, and we really hope that you guys are a part of it. And if you aren't, you can see it on RiverBender or wherever, wherever you watch it. And we're excited about it. And then, Sarah, anything else to talk about right now?
Gosh, I think we covered all of the
fall
got the
stuff,
gauntlet but I'll
going.
get back on your calendar here shortly.
With that being said, we'll take a quick break at 9:41. We'll come back with more Daily Show. And then in the 10 o'clock hour, Lacy McDonald takes us back 100 years ago. And then we head on over to Grafton for their Country Music Festival that's set for this week. And you stay there and I'll be here.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on riverBender.com.
Welcome back, Daily Show. On a Wednesday, Lacy McDonald will join us in a couple of minutes' time. Always great talking to Sara McGibany and getting the latest from Main Street. And really just great to hear of all the new additions coming, especially First Fridays are just really a great time to get the family together. And like I said, if you have a chance to shop for Christmas, that's the opportunity to do it, and really do shop local. There's some great stuff, and honestly, hell, and this isn't a sponsored thing, just to be honest with you, Jackie and I go to Honeybee Vintage all the time for Estella and Grapevine, and really just use that because that's just, it's such a great store. And then Funky Planet really is the place to go. So wanted just to kind of reiterate what Sara was just saying. You can see a full write-up on that a little bit later at riverBender.com/news. With that being said, wanted to fill you in on a couple of news brief items before Lacy joins us at 9:46. Here's what you need to know. The Illinois Department of Transportation is going to hold a public meeting to discuss a study for the proposed improvements to approximately 2 miles of the relocated Illinois 3 corridor in East St. Louis and Sauget. The meeting will be held Tuesday, November the 18th. IDOT, in cooperation with the Federal Highway Administration, has initiated that preliminary engineering and environmental study of relocated Illinois 3. Now, this section of Illinois 3 is located within the city of East St. Louis in the village of Sauget and St. Clair. The Phase 1 study will reevaluate options to address traffic safety concerns, mobility throughout the study area as well. The purpose of the meeting is to reintroduce the project and to obtain public input. Handout and display boards will be available for review, along with information on engineering and environmental processes. Representatives from IDOT and the project consultant will be available to discuss the project and answer questions. The public is invited to submit comments for consideration during project development. Links are available at riverbender.com. The meeting is also accessible to individuals with disabilities. Anyone needing specific assistance should contact 618-346-3123 for more details. And that's for our friends in our Metro East Star portion of the riverbender.com platform. Also, a really cool news story. Dan Brandon has this one, and this is out of Troy. The Triad High School math team delivered a really strong performance on Monday at the Southwestern Illinois Math Conference competition, finishing second overall in their division. 11 of the 12 participating Triad students earned awards, marking a successful conclusion of the season. Triad's Students demonstrated their mathematical skills against other schools in the region. Triad winners included Brooklyn, Carter, Wes, Brody, Caden, Katie, Ben, Michael, Carson, Riley, and Addison. The team's achievements reflect their dedication and preparation throughout the season. And Triad High School also went ahead and congratulated the team on their accomplishment. Just a really great story, and congratulations on that recognition as you wrapped up your year. Finally, for our news brief at bottom of the hour, out of Roxana, State Representative Amy Ellick and experts from Chestnut Health Systems are hosting a free Narcan seminar and giveaway. There will be 2 separate seminars, and following each presentation, attendees will receive naloxone to take home and use in an emergency. Representative Ellick had this to say: opioid overdoses are becoming all too common. Naloxone has already saved countless lives, and I'm proud to be teaming up with Chestnut Health Systems to educate the community on the benefits and the uses of this revolutionary medicine. I encourage you to come out and learn about how you could save a life with it. Narcan or naloxone is a medicine that rapidly reverses an opiate overdose. When Narcan was first approved to reduce overdoses, its brand was Narcan. Now there are many other formulations and brand names for naloxone, which is actually the medicine. The event details are as follows. It will be tomorrow, Thursday, November the 6th. It'll start at 1 p.m., and there will be one at 2 p.m. Roxana Village Hall will be its location at 310 North Central Avenue in Roxana. Questions can be directed to Rep. Amy Ellick's office at 618-433-8046. And really just some great information will be a part of that conference as well with Amy Ellick's office. Hey, before I take a quick break, exciting news, and really something that I've been excited to tell you about for a couple of days. You know, this show's growing, and we're adding more partners, and I think that it's just great to, quite honestly, you know, see the partnerships that we continuously get. And what they do is they not only provide great content for the show, they not only do a lot for the show, but they also do a lot for in terms of what we can do with the show, in terms of who we can showcase. And we have great community partners that are really the reasons we're able to do that. I mean, you look at OSF and Centerstone always being great partners, and Hainer Library, and the list goes on, and the North Alton Godfrey Business Council. Well, all of those great folks, they really make up that piece of the puzzle, and we have a brand new component to add to it. And that's Ameren, Illinois. You know, Ameren, Illinois has really been a great supporter of the show. They've always provided some very valuable information, especially when we need it the most. And at Ameren, they've been hard at work, putting energy to work for you, adding underground cables, installing advanced switches and sensors, storm hardening poles and power lines. It's even rolling out mobile command centers. We've talked about this on the show, and it's to respond to storms faster and restore power quicker. Learn more about projects in your area at Ameren.com/energyfuture. Now that's Ameren.com/energyfuture. You can also get the latest from Ameren as they join us right here on our daily show a couple of times a month as we explore those innovative features. And again, you can learn more, Ameren.com/energyfuture.
20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelmarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on riverBender.com.
Tell each other fairy tales and we step beautiful women. She's looking at you, oh no, she's looking at me, smiling in the bright lights.
There you are.
Coming through in stereo.
So, welcome back. I gotta talk to you guys. So you're probably looking at me going, you look like a damn hot mess the last couple of days, son. I got a reason for you. I don't know about you. This damn time change, oh man, we got to get rid of this daylight savings time. I'm sorry. I never had a problem with it until this year. And let me tell you something. Not good. Absolutely not good. I don't know what happened. But, you know, I always joke, and I've said it on this show, whether it's Sydney or Lacy or you name it. Bottom line, I should have to earn it to feel like I've been partying all night when I wake up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you're going to feel bad, at least have the fun that comes with it. I've been just taking a beating. I don't know about you, but like normally, and I'm one of the people that always has thought daylight saving time, like let's just keep the, you know, I like whenever we lose the hour or we gain the hour back. It's kind of exciting, you know? Because all your clocks aren't set right when you wake up, so whenever it says 9 or it says 10 and you think you got to be somewhere, you go, oh, no, I don't. It's 9 o'clock, you know? That's fun. Not anymore. I've had enough of it. And then the other thing, too, I don't know about you, but these allergies of mine are just kicking my butt, and I don't know if it's just because I'm getting hit with everything at once. I don't know if it's a sinus infection or I'm getting sick. But let me tell you, for the first time ever, I get why people are saying get rid of daylight saving time. Totally get it. That's what my question is today. Email me, CJ at riverbender.com. That's CJ at riverbender.com. And you tell me yes or no to daylight savings time. Yes or no. And the best answer, I got something for you. And you got to give me a reason. It can't be yes or no. It's got to be yes, and here's why, or no, and here's why. You can call me an idiot if you want. I have never felt this way. It's amazing. Like, I truly believe, at the end of the day, that, quite frankly, I'm just getting old, and I'm not even old. So what do I do about that? Well, I don't know. Just wanted to rant about my problems a little bit because it's my show and I have time until Lacy joins me. You know, while I do have you, one thing I thought was really cool was, did you see this over in Roxana? So this was at Central Intermediate Elementary. This is a deer, okay? And I have a couple of minutes until we take top of the hour news break. We won't take a long one, but just enough to get the point across. Swig of energy drink for the working man. I stole that from Steve Austin. But, look at this. I saw this and thought that this had to be AI because there's no way that a deer can jump this high. Okay, hold on here. Let me take out this lower third. Do you see what I'm talking about? He's training to be on Santa's team for the new year. With that being said, if you ever have those fun stories or things like that, send them into the news team. We have a great team, and I'm really proud of all we do. And what I think's incredible, and this is something I think that I was going to wrap up with at the end of the show, but I'll wrap up with it now, is so many times it's the downfall of local business, is you get wrapped into kind of these personal feuds and things, and you get wrapped up and consumed because you know everybody. And I just I'm really proud of the team because they stay above that, and I think that that's really important because the end of the day, the goal is to bring you guys non-biased news. It's to bring you information, and we do a lot of great work, and the team does a lot of great work, and I'm really proud of them. And just wanted to kind of give them a shout out and wanted to recognize them. But if you do have one of these cool stories like the deer jumping 6 feet, you can see the full write-up on RiverBender, or one of those cool things you catch on your trail cam, send it in. We'll talk about you. It's just really cool that they're able to have fun with these stories and still report on the serious ones. And there's a reason, like I said, that we are number one for your daily dose of local, and we're tops in the region. It's just really cool. So 9:59, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with top of the hour news right after this on riverBender.com, Roku TV.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on riverBender.com.
Love is what I got, it's within my reach, and the subplot styles just straight from Long Beach. It all comes back to you, you're bound to get what you deserve. Try and test that, you're bound to get served. Love's what I got, don't start a riot. You feel it when the dance gets hot. Love is what I got. I said remember that. Love is what I got.
Top of the hour news now, 10:01, a 1-minute break for you. Getting good at this. Here's what you need to know. Make sure you download the riverbender.com app today and you'll never miss out. You can join myself and pretty much the entire Metro East community. It's truly incredible what the team's done. And like I was telling you just a few minutes ago, we had over 1 million unique site visitors last month. That's just incredible. And I'm really proud of the work the group's doing upstairs. Make sure you download that riverbender.com app today so you can be a part of that growing presence of your number one source for all things local. We'll take you right to Alton first. We talked about this story yesterday. It is included in our top of the hour this morning on this 5th day of November. Nathan Woods, 41, was arrested Monday, November the 3rd, after allegedly setting fire to a residence on Gillum Avenue in Alton on Saturday, November 1st. Woods faces charges of aggravated arson, a Class X felony, and residential arson, a Class 1 felony. Authorities do say that Woods ignited the front porch while someone was inside the home, causing significant damage to the porch and siding. Neighbors helped put out the flames before firefighters arrived. Woods was found nearby with a gas can and is currently in custody, awaiting his initial court appearance at the time of the publication. He is presumed innocent until proven guilty. More details will be provided to you once we receive them from the Madison County State's Attorney's Office. Also in the news today, a two-vehicle crash at the intersection of Illinois Route 111 and Memorial Lane in Wood River resulted in multiple injuries. A mother and her 2 children were involved, with the mother and 1 child airlifted to a St. Louis area hospital due to their injuries. The other child sustained minor injuries. The other driver, an older male, taken into the hospital with minor injuries as well. Wood River Police Chief Brad Wells reported the incident on the afternoon of November 4th. Yesterday, we followed this story quite extensively and confirmed that this investigation is still ongoing. We will keep you updated when more details are provided to us. Woods River is also moving forward with a new Heater's Chicken location after the City Council approved 4-1 on a $400,000 TIF agreement. The proposed site will be at 316 East Ferguson Avenue and will include a 2-lane drive-through, small indoor and outdoor seating, and a food truck hub. Concerns were raised about the drive-through exit and incomplete design plans, but the final design will require future council approval. The city will reimburse up to $400,000 paid over 10 years in $40,000 installments, only after project completion. Councilman Bill Detmers was the sole dissenting vote. Let's take a look at weather. 62 degrees in downtown Alton. Let's see what it feels like out there. It feels like 63 out there. How about that? Right on the dot. Humidity at 66%. Today, breezy and plenty of sunshine. Tonight, clear and chilly. Air quality right now is at 47, which is good, but that mold count's elevated over yesterday. It's about 5,100. Might be time to take a Claritin. Temperatures reached 63 degrees today and dropped down, or 68 degrees today and dropped down to 34 overnight as we head into Thursday. On Thursday, partly cloudy skies, a high of 65, a low of 54. On Friday, we got some rain coming in the morning. However, by Friday afternoon, that rain will clear out and will take us into Saturday. On Friday, a high of 69, a low of 41 degrees. On Saturday, a high of 61, a low of 32. And then on Sunday, a high of 39 and a low of 25 degrees. That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now in the heart of the 618. 63 out there. It feels like it out there. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Tom Lane. He is your local State Farm agent. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with Lacy McDonald right after this one in the heart of the 618.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on riverBender.com.
Daily Show. It is a Wednesday. I was running out of music.
Can't let that happen.
No, and I was ready to go until I realized it said 100 weeks ago, and I'm like, I don't want it to say that. So I had to fix it. 100 years ago.
It doesn't say anything right now.
Oh, gosh, dang it.
Ta-da!
Halloween. That's as close as I got at
Perfect.
The time.
Love it.
Lacey, how are we doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
You know, fair to middling. Thank you for asking. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm officially ready to end daylight savings time.
Oh, man. We were just talking about that yesterday.
So I have never been one. Like, I loved this time of year. Every time the clock sets back, I love it. You know? And I'm like, because you get up, you see that the oven says 10:30.
Oh, yes.
And then you're like,
yes.
It's not 10:30.
Yes.
It's 9, and it does something to your brain. It's like a weird drug, you know? Really weird stuff. And voodoo, almost, if you would. And, you know, this time, not so much. I felt like Mike Tyson has beaten my ass.
I
hate to say it that way, but I have no other way to describe the last 3. I am not sick, but I look like I have been just completely drugged through the mud.
I think the thing is...
I've run out of hairspray. I don't even have enough energy to go get hairspray. I need to shave.
I think that the tiny silver lining is you get this one extra hour, and then you have to pay for it for months and months.
Do I? I got a newborn. You know, I got a toddler almost, so she don't know, and so it's still 4:30. You know, or it's still 5:30 to her. You know, or 6:30.
So basically, you don't even have the silver lining.
No, there is no silver lining.
No silver lining at all. No, my cats were very mad at me. They were just staring. Yeah, because they get fed 3 times a day, which makes them sound spoiled, but it's literally just dry food, and we dole it out throughout the day. And so they just come up and they stare at you, and they think that's effective because they're cats. So they don't like daylight. They like the other daylight savings time when they get fed early.
Yeah, I bet.
As far as they're concerned.
Well, you know, like I'm good with the early one now, like the spring forward, because hear me out.
Okay.
I'm already up anyway.
Well, that's true.
You know, so what the heck? You know, get the day done quicker, I guess. But, you know, it does help because I don't want to wake up when it's, you know, pitch black like it has been the last couple of... That's always the weirdest part, you know, when you wake up and it's like, wow, it is completely dark outside. And then you get off at 5 o'clock and you go home and you're like, wow, it's almost completely dark outside. At least now we got some sun.
Yes.
Technically.
For now.
Depending on what time you wake up. Now, for
true.
a lot of people that
That's
work
true.
really hard, they're like, CJ, just shut up because I get up at 3:30 and there ain't no sun. Unless they're in Alaska, possibility.
That's its own difficult.
I don't feel like you can be actually sane if you live there. There's with the sun thing. Like
right.
There's no way for months at a time
No.
or for 30 days I would be not psychotic.
I get really bad seasonal affective disorder.
Oh, me too. You should see me by 2 weeks into this.
Yeah.
Oh man, I am like growl fit. I am not moving. I have no energy. It's terrible. It's a real thing.
Yeah, it's totally. Well, and I grew up in the South, and then living here is okay, but I went to college in Minnesota, and I had to take antidepressants from October to March every year because I just stopped doing work. Like, seasonal affective disorder is a real thing.
Yeah, because your body shuts down. Your brain's like, nope, not doing it.
Yeah.
I hear you. Thank you. So there's going to be a lot of people today that are going to make fun of you and I for that.
That's fine.
I'm going out on the ledge because I totally understand that to the point where it hits home like way too much.
And I want other people to know that
it's okay to feel bad.
It's a real thing. And if you need help, ask for help.
Yeah.
And get it.
Yes. Did you know? I read something that was so crazy the other. Well, I should not. It was so interesting, and we got to talk about your article. But it was drinking ski, the soda on antidepressants causing really bad issues, or eating grapefruit.
Grapefruit is a thing. Grapefruit.
I did not know that.
It's so many different.
Wow.
So antidepressants, a lot of antidepressants, you can't have grapefruit, but also the tamoxifen that I'm on to prevent me from getting breast cancer again.
Yeah.
Grapefruit.
No kidding.
That's like the one
What's
thing.
in it?
What's in
the grapefruit? Yeah. Is it a specific thing that's in? I saw that and it blew my mind, to be quite honest with you. I'm like,
I don't remember.
I'll have to ask somebody about that because it is so fascinating to me. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you write about?
Well, it's still topical because this is Alton and we love Halloween all year round. But I wrote about the Halloween parade in 1925. So the Halloween parade.
Did you see me mention you?
I did. I was going to say that. Thank you for the shout out, CJ. I loved that. The kids watch too. They always get excited when I'm on TV or on YouTube. They think it's cool if I'm on YouTube.
Were they like, he was talking about you?
Yeah. And so the Halloween parade started in 1916, which is something you mentioned when you were talking about it at the Halloween parade. Started in 1916, and then in 1925, they added the lantern parade of local 5th through 8th graders. They didn't want the little kids to have candles and cardboard.
At least they were evolving on their common sense.
It was
because we went from kids getting their pockets blown up with firecrackers to
that was a child putting firecrackers in another child's pocket. This was a school
that was learned behavior.
I don't know. Little kids and impulse control.
That's true.
Do not always go together. So what they did was the Playground and Recreation Commission superintendent, and we've talked a lot about, this was a time when they were putting more into the playgrounds, putting more into recreation. We talked about Altonians learning how to play. So John McWhirter, who we've discussed before, came to an East End Association Halloween planning meeting, and East End obviously has been doing this whole entire time, from 1916 to now, and had this plan to have a children's lantern parade. So he, for the next couple of weeks, went to a lot of the local schools, showed them how to do it, had examples, and they provided the cardboard. So this lantern parade consisted of 1,000 children.
Pass.
I know. Parading over 5 blocks. Not like they went 5 blocks, but like 5 blocks at a time of lanterns being held by 5th or 8th graders. The lanterns were on a 4-foot pole, wooden pole, and then they created and they designed.
Did they all have lanterns?
They all had lanterns, and the lanterns had candles inside.
So there was 1,000 kids.
1,000 kids.
And then there was 4 foot of pole.
4 foot of
so
pole.
So that's like 4,000 feet of children.
It was a lot
close to it, relatively.
And then with a burning candle inside cardboard on each of the ends of what I would say would be weapons that children would use to hit each other.
How many rows deep were? I mean, how many per row? Do we know?
12 per row.
Okay.
Across the street. There were apparently a lot of chaperones, which was very good.
See, I don't know.
Very good.
Well, the good, hopefully good.
Well, yeah, and it was the principals, firefighters, parents, Upper Alton Businessmen's Association members, the American Legion, And they were really, really focused on safety. So no cars were allowed on the streets while this was all going on. So they took good care of the children, but I still feel like 1,000 children with poles and candles inside cardboard.
This went 3 football fields.
That's insane.
No, it wasn't 4,000. I did the math wrong. So what I did is I did 1,000 divided by 12 because there was 1,000 kids.
Oh,
and
yeah.
There was 12.
Yeah.
So that got me to 83, and then I multiplied that by 4 feet because every row, you would have 4 feet on top of you'd have 4 times 83 sections of that. So that'd be 336 feet roughly of lighted candles. These are not LEDs.
No, candles.
Could you imagine? I know how I was as a child. I was not good. So I would have, and especially now, I'm just freaking out. Could you imagine if they had hair product in? I have hairspray. I'd have been up in flames in this thing in about 14 seconds.
I don't know if they had hairspray.
I don't know, but I'm just thank God.
But who knows what other flammable things they would have? We've talked about
Cigarettes.
fire. Yeah, the kids one hand on the.
They're lighting it on their buddies.
But here's the crazy part. Okay, a big part of why they did this. And why they were encouraging the children to participate in things like this is to prevent them from doing pranks.
It worked.
And it worked. It was very effective. There was an article. Yeah, go ahead.
Crimes. I think that we need to...
You're right.
They're not pranks.
Crimes. Thank you, CJ. Let's call it what it is. Crimes.
Yes.
Children doing crime. Yes. Breaking and entering. Stealing, what did we say last year? Stealing a wagon and putting it on a roof?
Yes.
I think we talked last year, the biggest thing that they had in 1924 was soaping windows, and then everybody was cheering, yay, at least it's not destructive. But yeah, it was crimes.
It was crimes.
So I don't think I put this one in, but the next day there was a police announcement hey, there were no crimes last night. This is great. The children were occupied. And then also it talked about, it was this isn't the Halloween of our youth where all the kids were doing crimes.
Where we cut somebody's leg off and said happy Halloween.
It was insane. So I talk all the time about how it's kids today, they're so much worse. But in the Halloween thing, even at the time they were kids today are doing so much better. Very little crime.
Oh my God.
It was hilarious.
Oh, this is just great. The other thing is, could you imagine if they had one of those, this is bad, but if they had one of those old grainy film cameras to get these kids holding these sticks looking miserable, walking down the street, you get 1,000 kids, you send that off to your enemies going to war during World War I. They're oh my God, we're done. We are not going to war with America. These kids are ready to go with lanterns and candles.
However, the lanterns were decorated with witches, black cats, hoot owls, goblins, skeletons, stolen gates, and other Halloween ideas. So maybe they would have had to blur that part a little bit.
No, I would have left it. You send that out in 1937. They're whoa, these guys are crazy. They're witches.
Well, that's true. It could be seen that way.
I'm telling you, back then,
Alton, man, we've always.
If only I was somebody back then. So, they had a masquerade dance. What's this?
Yes. Okay. So apparently, every year the parade would end at Turner Hall, and then there'd be a masquerade.
It's so sad that burned to the ground.
I know. It was really sad, especially because for a very long time it was a real community center.
Yeah.
And things like a 500-person masquerade dance happened every Halloween. So yeah, basically people would end up there after the parade, and then they'd have music and dancing, and this was during Prohibition, but I'm sure there was still some drinking happening.
No, not in Alton.
Not in Alton.
No.
So yeah, it was just a really fun tradition at the end of the parade.
You got a moment to stick around.
Yeah.
Take a break, come back, chat it up with Lacy some more. We'll be back after this.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on riverBender.com.
The head dead yet. And all the boys in the newsroom gotta run and bet. Get the widow on the set. We need dirty laundry. Yeah, we do.
Welcome back. You couldn't hear that. 10. I'm telling you, I had 2 show ideas at the time. I still have one. And there's a bar in Florida that does it, and they're making buku money. Hear me out.
All right.
Live stream, not even reality style, not even confessional rooms where they go in and they talk about whatever. You just put a camera up at every bar.
Oh.
That's it. Oh, yeah. No, that's it. On Friday nights, we'll just call it Bar Live or Bar Now, and all the people that are sober can sit there, put their feet up, and pick whatever one they want to watch today, and just see what's going on.
I'm not comfortable, if I'm sober, if I'm at a bar on a Friday night. I don't know what I'm going to say.
That's true. That's why I stay home now. No, but I thought about that. Anyway, back to you.
I mean, it'd probably make a lot of money, but you would definitely need to have everybody sign something when they came in.
Oh yeah, no, it would be a known thing. Otherwise, there'd be a lot of lawsuits.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be on the air very long at all.
It would just be one of those really big things, briefly.
Yeah, it's true. But the other one was to just have another show of my off-air comments.
Yeah.
And thoughts. I think that's the $1 million right there.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to you. Halloween.
Sounded so wistful.
I didn't know how to say. Halloween, you watch the parade?
I watched the parade, yeah.
What were your thoughts on this year's parade?
Oh, I liked it. I don't have any specific thoughts. I just think it's really fun to, find out who's going to be the parade marshal and what I don't know, what creativity people put into the floats and stuff. I just like it.
I would love to be a parade marshal.
Put that out there now, and then people will be thinking about you. You'll get on the short list.
No, I won't.
Maybe.
I think they'll put me on the very bottom of the list if they know that I want it.
Well,
they'll be like, okay.
You'll be on a list.
Okay, so moving on to more of Lacy.
Okay.
What are you writing about this week? What's coming out? What has come out?
So I'm going to give Faith, our previous copy editor and social media person, a shout out. Last week was the last week that Faith was working at the library. Faith Robinson, amazing. And she edited all of my articles until now because she's no longer working for the library and we're going to miss her desperately. But I wanted to do a really good last one for her. So the one that's coming out this week is the one that I did for Faith. And it is about a woman named Helen Hammer who did a recital essentially at Spalding Auditorium in 1925. She was 16 years old, and they had this whole recital, this whole event where she did recitations, and then they had musical performances in between, and then I wrote a little bit more about her life after that, because obviously she was a teenager when she did that, and she did more cool stuff later.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, and she had done a recitation during the first pep rally that Alton High did, so I had mentioned her in an article last year, and so did a little callback there too.
Nice.
Thanks.
That's cool.
Thanks.
I like the tie in there. Sorry, I ditched my nose. Lacey, great talking to you.
Yeah, you too.
I wish I could multitask. I can't. If I rub my nose and talked at the same time, I don't know. I just feel like that looks awkward.
Well, I can't write and talk at the same time, or I will write down what I'm saying.
You know what I'm good at?
What?
Not looking at my computer keyboard and typing. I am a savant. Savant.
Good.
Thank you. Back in a moment.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on riverBender.com.
Cause it sounds like the radio back in 94, you know. Hook the speaker up to my soul. It sounds like the radio. Sounds like a damn good time. Soaking up some neon light. Well, it's a little bit of fiddle and a whole lot of country gold.
Perfect. Welcome back. I was running out of music. We got Mary Jo, we got Jan in the studio. Grafton is getting ready to get country. In 2 days.
We sure are.
We're here. Mary Jo, Jan, how are we doing today?
I'm wonderful. Thank you.
Doing great. Getting excited.
Well, this is going to be awesome. Last year, we had a chance to stop by and see you all, and it was just such a great time. And what I thought was so cool is just it was perfect weather, number one, especially on that Saturday.
Yeah.
And it seemed like everyone just enjoyed it, whether they loved country music or just loved the atmosphere. It was a great success.
Yeah.
And now, fill me in on this year. It seems like we're going even bigger than last year.
Yeah, it's our third year, and we tried to get a little more going on. So we've got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it looks like the weather's going to be decent. Sunday is going to be a little cold, but just wear your coat. We have a lot of heaters on patios and everything, so we should be good there. But we got all kinds of contests going on, riverboat cruises. Lots of the shops will be open, and hopefully town will be hopping.
Well, and it's really good to note that, too, because it's not really just to go and listen to the music and stop by the bars. You guys have such a great palette of businesses to go and experience, new ones and staples that have been around for quite a while, and it's great to recognize them ahead of this weekend. And, how much work goes into an event like this where you have not just one day of a ton of bands, you have 3 days of it spread across multiple venues. Does it take quite some time?
Yeah, everybody in town kind of pulls together on these big events, and everybody hires their own bands, and you have to do that way ahead of time. And everybody starts planning for contests and different things they're going to have over the weekend. And just like the riverboat cruises, they have to get all that set up, and just a lot of work goes into a lot of advertising and a lot of people pulling together. So Grafton's good for that.
Well, it really is, and it comes through each and every time Grafton has an event, whether or not it's a citywide one or just an event being put on by a business that's supported by everybody within it. And I think it's really cool. And this year, starting on Friday, that's when it officially starts. What's the kickoff time for Friday?
Well, Friday we got our first band is going to be at 7 o'clock. We've got the Gusto playing over at the Third Chute and the Tracy Inman Band at the Grafton Pub. And we've got a Best Boots contest going on Friday night at the Grafton Pub at 8:30. So those are two fantastic bands. So hopefully people will come out and get started on Friday.
Absolutely. And, the Best Boots, did you guys have this contest last year?
Yeah, we did all kinds of... Jan does a lot of the contests. She has had the... dancing on the bar, what was it called last year? The
Coyote Ugly.
Coyote Ugly.
Really cool,
it was
yeah.
super fun, yeah. It was a really good one.
I'm just excited to see the boots, because I'm sure these are going to get creative.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got some real cowboys and cowgirls coming out.
Now, are there any prizes for winning?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I like
Raging
this.
River sponsors, and then their shop over at the marina has, they do baskets for their contest. Each place does, Chastity at Third Chute, she does trophies and bar tabs, like tabs to her place. And then there's a lasso. What was that one?
That one was from Bobby G's.
Yeah, Bobby G's is doing a lasso roping, which is really fun. And so anyway, but everybody kind of does their own prizes and own things. So.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, stop by on Friday. That's just a couple of days away. 7 to 11 p.m. at Third Chute. That's when the Gusto play, and then Tracy Inman Band at the Grafton Pub. 7 to 11 p.m. And then on Saturday, you guys start bright and early at 11:30.
Yeah, we do.
This is exciting.
Yes.
So Carrie Lee's going to take the stage 11:30 to 3:30 at Third Chute. But while that's going on, this is where it gets fun, because you can really have that music festival experience and pop into every bar you really want to.
Yeah.
So take it from there. Who else is playing around that time?
Well, we've got Wolves of Lust at the Grafton Pub. We got at Aries Winery, they have the Left-Handed Cowboy. The Loading Dock has Tanglefoot.
Fun.
And then we have the Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy race, which they're doing from over at the harbor. And they're doing it at the main stage, correct?
We are, yes.
So
Fill me in on this.
Okay,
Yes,
so we're gonna hopefully be in the grassy area right beside the pub, and have the race going up the hill. Am I okay when I say that?
Yeah, you're in charge.
And anyway, it is what it sounds like. So the cowgirl will be on the cowboy's back, and they will be racing up the hill. And then we're going to have a snuggle up buttercup basket for the winner.
Now that so this is a dangerous one though. This is one where if you drop somebody, you could have a really rough ride home. You know.
Yep.
No, I love it. This is cool. And that is at 2:30 p.m. at the outdoor main stage. And this is that's really cool. So what's the one last hoedown sunset cruise, Jan?
That is, it is a sunset cruise, so it's from 3 to 5 because the sun is setting so early. But have you seen those bluffs, though?
Oh, they're looking beautiful.
They are majestic
They
right
are.
now. They are just so pretty.
And the sunsets.
The pink skies have been really great for that.
They have.
So, Jan, let me ask you, for somebody who's never done a sunset cruise before, or any cruise in Grafton, I'll be honest with you, I haven't had the experience yet. What makes it so special? And give us the experience, if you could, a little bit.
Well, sure. We've got, it's a 2-hour sunset cruise, like we said, from 3 to 5. We've got a full bar inside. So if you want soft drinks, you got soft drinks. If you want a snake bite drink, you got that. So we've got a really neat drink planned for this weekend. It's pistachio wine, ice cream, and caramel whiskey, and it is delicious.
Oh, wow.
That'll be phenomenal. Awesome. Yeah. So, and anyway, we'll just have country music playing. We'll have the dress contest, best cowboy, best cowgirl, and best couple. So we'll have T-shirts for the winners of those. And we just, if you're on the upper level, you're completely open air. If you're on the lower level, it can be air controlled. So,
and right now, going down the river and looking at the bluffs, just beautiful.
So perfect for photos and all of that great stuff.
It really is.
Absolutely.
Jan, how long have you guys navigated the river cruises? What year are you in now?
Oh, gosh, I think, we're in our 20th year at Grafton Harbor.
That's incredible.
Yeah, but I believe we probably bought the boat back in 2013.
Wow.
So, yeah.
It's just been really cool. I didn't realize it's been going on for that long. You guys have had really good success with it, too.
Yeah, and you see the boat go by, and it's always
It's
full
the
of
coolest
people.
thing, too. It just adds something to it.
Yeah.
And now, what I think's awesome is while all this is going on, starting at 3, you have the opportunity to see the headliner, correct? And that's Russo and Co.
Russo and Company, and they are fantastic. They were voted best new band over at Busch Stadium. They do Battle of the Bands, and they got best new band. They are fantastic.
This is going to be cool. They were there last year. He was awesome.
They're so good. And they actually have a fiddle player now, which is kind of exciting because adds to that country
That'll be cool. Yeah.
And then they're bringing Jesse Vaughn. And they say he sounds like Hank Jr., but he's going to do some open a little bit and then play on their break. So we're excited to hear him. I've not heard him before, but I heard he's great. And that's all sponsored by the Grafton Pub, Third Shoot Bar and Grill, and Bobby G's. And that is out in the green space. It's on flatbed trucks. And you can bring your blankets, lawn chairs. We don't allow coolers. Got to support the local businesses.
That's exactly right.
Pay for the bands.
That's right.
But, we encourage people to bring lawn chairs or whatever out. And then we go, Third Shoot has a karaoke contest. Outlaw Opry is going to be playing at the Grafton Pub. Bobby G's is doing their lasso roping contest. And at the Grafton Pub at 8:30 Saturday night is Mr. and Mrs. Country Music Festival.
This is always a fun one.
It's really fun. And they get, it's kind of done on crowd applause and just, you got to grab a partner. You got to, whether you're with them or you just find them that night, you just got to do it as a couple and just go up and we play country music and they dance a little bit and then we say hi or let them talk for a minute and everybody's it's a fun thing. But they get Mr. and Mrs. Cowboy hats and then sashes and prizes and they'll get a season pass to Raging Rivers, I believe, and
that's cool.
Bunch of passes, yeah. So anyway, that's really fun. And then Drifters is having Billy Hurst, and the Bloody Bucket Saloon is having Carrie Lee. And that's all on Saturday. That's a ton of country bands. So,
are there any Airbnbs left? Because this would be a perfect weekend getaway. I know we should have planned this months ago, but you know me, I'm not with it.
I think the majority are booked now. On the Grafton Pub Facebook page, if you send a message on that, just like the page and then send a message if you're looking. And I can we have a group for the Airbnb owners in Grafton. And so if somebody messages me their name, phone number, and how many people they have, I can put it in the group. If there's something available or they get a cancellation, they'll call them. So it's a good way to do it. You can also call around if you want to, but that saves people a lot of trouble.
Absolutely.
So yeah, but I think we're getting pretty full. So
and it's just something to stay up to date on because it would be a great experience. With that being said, you guys, I'm going to take a quick break with me.
Sure.
10:42, I got to pay a quick bill. We'll come back and chat more about the Country Music Festival next on RiverBender.
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on riverBender.com.
And don't rock the jukebox. Wanna hear George Jones? 'Cause my heart ain't ready for the Rolling Stones. I don't feel like rocking since my baby's gone. So don't rock the jukebox.
Welcome back. Daily Show, 10:44. On this Wednesday, back with Mary Jo, back with Jan, and we forgot to talk about something. Well, not we. It's my job, and I get paid to do this, and I forgot to talk about Sunday. Coming up Sunday, there's still a lot more fun to be had, and that's what I think so cool is this is really just a jam-packed weekend of just country music and just a lot of fun.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What's coming down the pipeline on Sunday?
All right. Sunday we start at 11 o'clock, and we have Midwest Avenue playing, and then Hall & Oates is at the loading dock, Carl Major at Aries Winery, and we have a Best Cowboy Hat contest at the Grafton Pub at 5:30. In the Grassy area where Russo and Company play on Saturday, we have a local band, Jake Weber and the Lonesome Drifters, and they're amazing. Great country band, local people, and they'll be out there playing from 3 to 7. And that also is sponsored by the Grafton Pub, Third Shoot, and Bobby G's.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we kind of pooled together so we can get bigger bands. And Jake Weber, I think they have some extra people playing with them. And so it's really fun, really great day.
That's going to be a really fun time. And now, Jen, you were also telling me that this weekend in Grafton, there's going to be some other really cool things going on at the same time. Is that this weekend, the Lobster Festival?
Oh, the Lobster Festival. Yeah.
Fill me in on that.
Brad up at the Oyster Bar in Grafton on Saturday and Sunday. He's going to have a lobster festival. So you could have your lobster dip, or you can have lobster mac and cheese, or
all kinds of lobster.
Sounds good to me.
Snow crab boil, you know.
Yeah, they have great food.
And then go listen to some country music.
Right. Get full and relax and listen to country.
And Jen, what else about your photo op?
Well, it's Save the Horse, Ride the Cowboy.
Okay.
So anyway, it'll be set up so that once again, if the guy wants to get, or the girl wants to get on the guy's back, and take it through the photo op. It'll be set up down at Grafton Harbor. So
really cool.
Yeah, at the art
And
bar.
they can get one of those great, delicious drinks while they're down there.
Exactly.
So that sounds great.
I love this.
Yeah.
Well, and it's just really cool to see such a really big offering of entertainment. And, you were also saying, too, that, I always forget about this, but, I mean, there's going to be folks open for breakfast on Saturday and throughout the weekend. Fill me in.
They're good soppage on Saturday and Sunday morning, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we've got a breakfast buffet at the
Fountain Hill. And Third Shoot.
And then we got the Rubel Hotel, and we've got Aries Winery. I
Yeah.
know that's 4 that do.
Yeah,
a
I've
really
been to
nice
the Aries.
breakfast.
It's very good.
Wow.
I've been to all of them, actually,
Yeah.
I think, by now. But they're all great breakfasts. So we used to not have breakfast in Grafton, and now we've got some great offerings.
This is really cool, and it's just a great weekend to be a part of it. And I just think it's one that families and just anyone in general, it's if you want to have a few drinks and enjoy it, you can. But if you don't want to have a few drinks and just have some good food, listen to some great music, and it's for you too.
Walk around, shop, hit all the shops, and there's great all kinds of opportunities. Go up to Pier Marquette and take a hike.
People have told me that before.
Yeah, it's great. So take a hike, CJ.
No, with that being said, you need to we're busting out the banjos, and we're getting out ready to fire up the fiddles. November 7th through the 9th, and you don't need to get tickets because it's free.
No, it's free. The whole thing is free. Just what you buy is your only cost.
What else is coming down the pipeline in Grafton?
Well, on December 6th, we have the Grafton Winter Lights Parade, and then we also have a new thing this year. We used to have the Chocolate Express, and this year it's going to be the Treats Trail. And
that'll be cool.
Yeah, the Grafton Treats Trail. And it is going to be family oriented, and so is the parade. And it's actually great. Like, it started out, it was just a few golf carts that put lights on and Christmas lights, and a few Santas walked in it. And now it's like an hour long.
Yeah, we were there last year.
Yeah.
It was big.
Yeah, I was amazed. I was like, wow, this is something.
Well, and we were, Paula helped set up the parade last year. The monster truck was crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you guys were going to have a monster truck. And then all of a sudden, Paula says, look up, and I see this thing, and I'm like, I could die.
Yeah. And they have, and they have all kinds of floats. And I mean, it's amazing.
It's a fun time. And
So-
that's going to be really cool. What date is that again? The
That
6th?
is Saturday, December 6th. And I know that, at the Grafton Pub, we'll have live music, and there's a Christmas pop-up bar we start that on December 6th weekend. So the Christmas pop-up bars every weekend, and you can also book that for private parties. Little plug for myself. So anyway, but then we have SantaCon Pub Crawl. And that is super fun. Everyone dresses up as Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus. Some people do elves. I mean, we have a little bit of everything, but it's just a bar crawl that started out with, was it like 6 people just dressed up and went out? And then the next year it got to be 15.
I can't believe everybody last year.
There are hundreds, maybe thousands. I don't know. There's a lot of people. And it starts, they take a big photo at the loading dock, at their ice skating rink, which will be coming up soon also in Grafton. And that is on December 13th. And that's a really fun weekend. So you could go ice skating. You could do the pub crawl. That would be a good time to book a room in Grafton.
That's actually a great call.
Yeah.
That's a great call. Right before Christmas and all the craziness and
And there's
hecticness.
shops. The shops have Christmas items and ornaments. And then we have the New Year's Eve fireworks. And that's on December 31st, of course. And kind of exciting, all the bands that night. Normally we have to shut down at 11 o'clock for a noise ordinance. And we are okayed by the city to go till 1 a.m.
Nice.
So we get to go through they'll have fireworks at 10. And they have a great fireworks display. And then, every bar will have its own party. And that'll be a lot of fun, too. So... Right?
Absolutely.
So before I let you go, what's the best way to stay up to date on all things Grafton?
Well, you know what? We do a lot of advertising with River Roads and Routes, and they have a section for Grafton. So you also can go on in any of your favorite places, like their Facebook page. Everybody's pretty actively on posting. I know the Grafton Pub is what we own, and we post all the time and all the events coming up. But anyway, so there's lots of lots of great things going on in Grafton. And we also have tourists. We have maps that were made. You can pick up at City Hall, or most of the bars and restaurants have them. Open that up and you can get a map of the whole town showing you what's offered, and the sky lift going up to Aries, and they have the coaster going down the hill. We have horseback riding up at Pier Marquette. There's so many things. So
with that being said, too, is your food drive still going on?
the food drive we did yesterday.
Oh, are you done with it?
But the Grafton Pantry, you can always drop off things at City Hall, and right now there's a lot of people that can use it, so please do.
Really cool. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by.
Yeah, well, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back and wrap up this Wednesday that was right after this in the heart of the 618 on riverbender.com and Roku TV.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust,
Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you on your health and wellness journey. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. Your OSF primary care provider is there for every stage of life. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Discover Del Mar Public House, located in Godfrey's historic Clifton Schoolhouse. Enjoy bold flavors like homemade falafel, fish and chips, and rotating pasta favorites. Relax with local beers, half-price wine bottles, and summer poutine nights. The only thing missing is you. Open Wednesday through Sunday. Del Mar Public House, where great food, drinks, and friends come together. DelMarPublicHouse.com.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on riverBender.com.
Welcome back. We are out of time. I will see you back here live at 9 on a Thursday for more of Our Daily Show. Until then, do the best that you can and try your best to stay out of jail.